welcome to Gorbushka Park here in the suburbs of Moscow. Now today I'm going to take you on a bit of a walk around of a very famous or infamous shopping center here in the Moscow suburbs called Gorbushka Park. Now Gorbushka translates to loaf of bread or a slice of bread. Do you know the crust on the end of a loaf of bread? That's Gorbushka. Now, if you ask people about the translation, it comes out very differently. But we're going to go to Gorbushka Park. It's right behind me here. We really are in the suburbs today. So let's go and check it out. Oh, by the way, I'm traveling with Russell. I'm Russell, and we're going to go off on another adventure. Let's check out Gorbushka Park, shall we? Now, just before we head on inside, right at the intersection here, there's a really neat kind of shopping center, which is very kind of Soviet looking. It looks like a kind of a spaceship right here on the intersection, and it kind of doubles as a small kind of shopping center as two people decide to nearly crash into each other. This building we're going to go into here, I mean, we're not probably going to see more than, you know, a few percent of how big it is because it's over about 5 levels. It's just huge. It used to be a television factory of all things many years ago, you know, back before, you know, all the TVs were manufactured in China now, right? So there was televisions made in Russia, and this used to be the factory. It's kind of very industrial looking, of course, but it's just very interesting how they've managed to convert it to this kind of huge electronics store as such. Actually, one of the shops in here is called Techno Park, which is actually a very much a shopping center suburban electronics store. And they decided to join the party and come on into this building as well. So right here at the entrance they've got a pretty interesting sign. Of course, no smoking, that's pretty normal everywhere, but they have another one that says you can't bring your snow sled inside, or you have 5,000 ruble fine. No roller skates, skateboards, bicycles, but just in case it's snowing and you want to bring your sled, maybe 5,000 ruble fine if you get stopped for this. Okay, so I've kind of walked inside and almost every person stopped me because I'm speaking in English, so everybody's sort of just curious while I'm walking around here. This place is just huge when you come inside. It's like every man's dream. It's like candy store for men. And maybe some ladies, of course, but it's electronics, televisions, phones, phone repairs, phone covers, every cable, every accessory you could ever want in your life for your phone, for your computer, for anything is in this place. It's really, it's hard to describe to you guys. Honestly, watching the video, I think you'll even not comprehend how many small businesses there are. This is like a rynek, like we go to see food and things like that, but it's rynek with electronic items. So it's, I think to find the same place twice would be even a problem. Like the amount of different places here, you'd be kind of struggling to remember. They actually have like aisle numbers, and on the floor they've got like letters of the alphabet, so you can easily try to find somewhere twice. So let's keep walking and see what we can find. So just walking up and down the aisles here, there's just, you know, they've basically got everything on display. So even this guy just has TV remote controls. And then over here, oh, this guy has PSP. Oh, maybe not PSP. Oh, there's one right there at the back. Sony PSP. So, oh, and some games as well, PlayStation. And it's just fascinating to see so many separate little miniature kind of businesses. And then mixed in the middle here, as we saw from outside, Techno Park. This is kind of one of the branded stores that you'll see in the shopping centers. And then these guys have all of the TVs and kitchen kind of things. Have a look at all the TVs back there. So microwaves, washing machines, air purifiers. And so yeah, you can see on the floor here, this is lane B1. And then it goes over, so this is kind of like the blue aisle with B letters. And then it goes over to C, then D. And it's just amazing place to walk around. A lot of the shops do look repeated. So, maybe you're going to a certain place for, one item or one sort of accessory. But there's just never-ending shops here when you walk around. This is kind of pretty neat. Glass King. Check out this guy's store. He has phone covers like you've never seen before. And then the glass, of course, for your phone. And they do the phone screen replacement in the shop. Plus he has a lot of accessories there. And the plugs and sockets. But no problems. If you've got an old phone or a new one, he has every model humanly possible. So yeah, it's really sorry. I kind of like this store, this place a lot. It's probably not really the ladies' kind of shopping, but they've got some of the older Samsung, Kensai. Oh my gosh, I don't even know some of these brands. Nokia we know very well. Look at the original Nokia phones right here. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of resellers, and then there's a lot of remont is basically like repair, phone repairs. So yeah, it's a very neat place. This guy here just has the mounts for your phone for your car. Here in Russia, pretty much it's mandatory, I think, that you have to have the phone mount in your car. There's no two ways about it. Now I've come up to the second level here, and they have a whole different kind of set of shops here. They've got a lot of CD and record stores, which is very, very interesting. And they've even got the original like vinyl albums, DVDs, Blu-rays. It's very interesting. These guys over here have lots of movies as well, and lots of children's movies. It's very neat, this upstairs level here. If anyone may know me, I was doing reselling of Blu-ray movies in Australia on eBay, and I had a lot that I was listing on eBay and selling and buying, and that was my little kind of side hustle in Australia, was buying and selling Blu-ray movies. And these old kind of like record stores, we'd like to call them, right? Liverpool media content, multimedia content. And check out the selection they've got in here, the CDs. Yeah, there's a lot obviously in Russian, of course, but there's a few in English. But it's really kind of the original place to come and find these things. It's very, very neat. Where there's kind of this old culture of having CDs and cassettes and records. Have a look here, there's just rows and rows of them. Liverpool multimedia content. How cool is that? It's like Pink Floyd right there. Yeah, they've got look at this, it's like really is like a shrine to Liverpool and the Beatles. Look at this, Penny Lane and some hats. It's like a whole new kind of part of this. I'm going to call it a shopping center, right? It really is a shopping center. But, the CDs, DVDs, it's very cool. Again, guys, I know I sound like so excited while I'm here, and I really do just find this kind of fascinating. And I hope you guys watching this do as well. You know, it's these guys just have video games, Xbox, PlayStation, trade-ins. You can buy new and used. Look at that, they've even got the, what's this, is like a Mega Drive. Wow. There's obviously a sort of a demand for it still here in Russia. So that's kind of cool. And I saw this earlier, and it's kind of like a closed store, but they were selling SIM cards at some point, and it's basically the shell of a car that they've converted. You can get electric bikes. This guy's kind of like a toy shop kind of place, but with a lot of battery-operated cars and boats and things like that. And the electric scooters. It's actually very popular here in Russia. You'll find them all over the center of Moscow and, you know, around the Kremlin Red Square kind of area. And we're here up on the second level now, and here is like all of the computer repair places and shops where you can buy all of the components for computers. There's still some phone shop places in between. I mean, this is now section F. I think we started on B, I think, or C. Now we're down to section F. Now, if you want to know where all of the computer components in the world are, have a look at all of these Asus computer components. They just have boxes and boxes of these. It's very neat. And then here we have another computer store. So we're still in F2. I just thought I'd just stop and have a look at this little store here for a minute, because they've actually got a data miner here. This is like one of the Bitcoin miners, and the kind of rack that's got the processors on it. It's pretty cool. Well, I think it's pretty cool. There's another one over here, like kind of similar but a little bit different. But these are very much like homemade, and you can buy all the components here if you were sort of thinking to do this, I guess. I wouldn't even know how to put them together. Literally, I turn my computer on, it works, and I'm very happy. And look, they've even got the LED here on it as well. Now, I just want to point out one thing that's kind of a little bit different with this little store here. This is basically a shop that sells SIM cards for phones. Now, the one thing that you can do here in Russia is you can practically pick your phone number. So whether you want with lots of zeros or lots of ones or lots of sevens or nines, you can do that. So basically they've got all these SIM cards with basically phone numbers that are a lot easier to remember, or certain area codes. And you know, these look like they've obviously been here a while, but it's all about these certain phone numbers that you can choose and pick. So it's kind of a little bit of an industry here in this place, where the phone resellers and phone shops and the like have these unique phone numbers that you can pick from. I think I've got all that a little bit mixed around, but you know what I mean, right? It's you know, normally you just get the SIM card for your phone, and that's the number you get. You have no choice. I know in Australia it's, you know, that's the phone number you've got, and that's about it. This is now back in level A, or in section A, where we roughly started out. And this is a kind of cool store. They have just like cameras for your house, for your car, and even these little small, like lipstick cameras. How cool is that? And you've got the like the hard drives for storage, and then there's even wireless ones as well. These are the ones that you put on your house. These are fairly well known, this Hike Vision. So yeah, check this out. It's just never-ending stores. Never ending. It's I wonder how long the video will end up. I was trying to kind of make it short, but I've probably walked around maybe 10 or 20% of it. I've probably filmed about 2 or 5% of it. But the amount of, if I want a phone cover, I know where to come. That's a absolute guarantee. You know, if I want my phone fixing or a phone case or a cable, this is the kind of place to come. It's a kind of bit of a rabbit warren of a place, you know. It's like downstairs, upstairs, round the corner. But there's just that many businesses, and you basically, if you want to try and come back, here's the map of the place here. So check this out. It goes right through to H, E, F, G, B. Yeah, it's really incredible. Sorry, how big this place is. I'm right in the walkway here. So yeah, it's and this is actually one level, and it goes up to level 2 as well. And then there's actually offices above that. So look at all this. Yeah, it's a very neat place. If you need a phone or any accessory or any electronic, we've found the place. So also in this building, they even do have the original stores here as well. So here is the Sony store. You know, these are exclusive kind of like flagship stores, you know. So Samsung as well. So yeah, there's still some of the original stores here. I mean, this is really the place to come to if you want electronics in Moscow region. I mean, a lot of these places too sell online. So there's a lot of like online shopping, delivery. You know, a lot less people are coming here physically shopping than what they did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And look at this here. They even have like houseware store with everything you want for your house, kitchen. Look at this. It's really like ultimate kitchen store in Moscow. Now I thought this might be interesting for everybody who, you know, is kind of enjoying this video so far. I came across this kind of like a brew shop, and they have stills here that you can brew whiskey, kind of alcohol, beer. They got homebrew kits, and then they've got all the accessories, all the liquids, all the pipes, all the fittings and fixtures for homebrew kit. And it's really just really amazing shop. It's you know, just tucked away here in the corner. Oop. And you have all of the pipes, everything you need for your homebrew setup, and it's very interesting. Now I'm still in the same building, and I've come across this like kitchen store that has like ovens and all sorts of things, and I guess you kind of caught that just then. They have Jurassic Park inside here. Check the Jurassic Park. This is the it's really very interesting, like the Jurassic Park. These are like the velociraptors, the small ones, I think, right? Check this out. It's so you have one hand like the crystal and the china crystal, and then very beautiful crystal, by the way. And then you have, you know, like Jurassic Park just here with all of the kitchenware items and toasters. You know, you would have thought that's very normal. You're right. In Russia, I think I'll have to. I mean, how is Jurassic Park in middle of Moscow? You can come here. You don't have to go to zoo anymore, just to see velociraptors. And look, they have the theme of it everywhere, like Jurassic Park theme, all through this. It's like a homewares store. I think that's the best way to describe it. But they have very high-end, good quality products. But check out here I guess this is the T-Rex. This is the biggest guy. maybe it's a little bit scary for some shoppers, I'm not sure. I guess it's just the theme that they've kind of created in this kind of part of the building. So as we come to the end of the video very soon, just thought I'd show you here one of the few above ground metro stations here in Moscow. This is one of the very few that are actually above ground, and of course it'll go in back underground the next station, but this is kind of neat to be on one of the few in Moscow. So as I'm making my way home, I'm catching like every mode of transport possible, it seems. So I've gone from the metro now to the suburban train, and I'm in Kievskaya Metro, or train station, and have a look at this ceiling here. Look at the, I guess, chandelier they've got on the roof here. It's just spectacular. Well, I think it is. It's a big place. This actually has all of the suburban trains. It has a metro station here, bus station, and even the airport express trains leave from here as well. So just have a look one more time. Look at the windows and then the amount of work on the architraves of the ceiling here. Okay everybody, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you liked the walk around today of the Gorbushka mall, or Gorbushka. I hope you found it interesting. I thought it was very cool. Maybe not everybody likes what you're watching today, but it's basically Russia. This is, you know, a part of living here, and I thought it was very interesting to come and show you this. The reason I'm on the train and it's dark is while I was filming the inside of Kiev railway station, I missed the train I was meant to catch home, so I'm now about half an hour later than I was meant to get home, but it's okay. We've got about 2 more stops. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. You could post a comment, let me know what you think of Gorbushka here in Moscow. Basically it's in the suburbs of Moscow. Yeah, and if not, I'll see you in another video. Bye everybody. Bye.